my YouTubers, I'm doing a review on my new product that I just got. I bought with my own money. I didn't get I didn't get this for free or anything. I'm just doing a review because I feel you guys should know my first thoughts about these. They're Luxy Hair Extensions, and yeah, and so they have 10 colors. They're all 20 inches long. They have a 160 gram set for thicker hair and a 120 gram set for thinner hair. But I think the only difference is the 120 grams only come with like 9 or 8 wefts, and the 160 gram set comes with 10. So, you know, whatever. So whatever you want to get, that's better. The hair comes in a package like this, and what the back looks like tells you about like how to care for your hair and just some things about them, you know, the extensions, and about the girls that are the founders. These are the girls. I don't know if you can see. Their names are Layla and Mimi, and they are very, very nice. They get back with you within hours. They're very, very good. The color and set that I got was chestnut brown in the 160 gram set, and that's the one thing I want to point out. You look at my hair and you look at the pictures they show, you know, not to like say, oh, don't get them because the colors are way off, but if you look at the pictures they show and you look at mine, even though seems a little dark when the light's right on me, but the chestnut brown looks like a really light brown. Okay, and I think they say it doesn't have any red undertones in it. Yeah, I don't know if they mixed my color up with the chocolate brown, but I'll show you with this. The color I think is really off, which you can kind of, it's really hard to order online anyway because you don't know, because your monitors, you know, different colors and stuff, or different brightnesses and stuff like that. So you don't really know what color. I mean, you get an idea, but you don't really know exactly what color it is. And so that's what the chestnut brown looks like. Yes. So what it looks like. And yeah, it has a lot of red undertones. Okay. So be aware if you're getting chestnut brown that the hair will come out darker than what they say that they are. They come with 10 wefts and for the 160 grams, and they're super long. And I waved them and curled them or whatever. So they come like down here and straight, and they probably come, I think they come down right here or something. So they're extremely long, a lot longer than my hair. Like my hair is right here. You can see. My hair is right here. The extension's all the way the heck down here. That's a huge difference. You see how different that is? Gosh. Okay, and the thickness. The thickness is very important, I think, because this hair, the 160 gram set was $139.95, which is basically $140. But they have no shipping, no taxes, no nothing. It's a flat out rate. So that is really good, especially for the quality of this hair, because I can't remember if I said this in the beginning, but they are 100% Remy human hair. So it's really, really good quality, and it's so cheap, you know, and the thickness is really good. Like, people always show videos when they're curled and everything, and it's hard to tell, and I did that mistake and made this video after I waved them. So it's hard to tell really how thick they are, because when you curl them, you grab a piece of hair, you curl it, and so there's spaces in the middle, you know? So this is this single weft, the one clip weft, whatever you call it. Okay. And I have noticed, clip this, when I got them, and I'm not joking, when I took them out of the package, I was looking at them, and I don't know if it's just mine, but you probably won't be able to see that. But you see all those little hairs sticking out? Yeah, that's breakage. And they came like that, okay? And it's mostly just on the single clip wefts. Like this big weft that I have. I mean, it's got breakage too. And I'm sure if those hairs didn't break off, man, I'd be stinking thick. They don't have, you know, they have a couple hairs broken off, but it's not as bad as the single wefts, or the single clip wefts. Here is the smallest of the four clip wefts, and if you notice, there are spaces, but that is, and the bottom is kind of, I guess, stringy, I guess, but that's only because I curled them, okay? I will flat out tell you, they are thicker when they are straight. They look thicker when they're straight, because it's, you know, it's, but they're really thick. I'm not joking you, and with people, you can't, it's hard to tell really how thick they are, because especially when all the videos you see, they're all curled and stuff. And my next video, I will try to make it when they are straight. I just like them really wavy because it's easier to blend my hair in with. So that's why I curled them, and I'm sorry that I did that because now you guys can't really tell how thick they are. But I will tell you they are thick, okay? And the clips are really good. Like for thin hair, you have to be careful because yesterday when I got them, I put them every weft in. I'm talking every weft. And I got them as far to the bottom as I could as possible. So thick hair is a plus for the clips. Well, it's a plus if you have thick hair. For thinner hair people, today I put one in the bottom, one in the middle, and one in the top, and then the two clip wefts at the sides. And I only use 2 of the single clips. And that's enough for me. And I think that's better because now I have a little more hair for the clips to grab onto, and I did not back comb or anything, and they're in really good. So I think it's better if you have a lot of hair for them to grip onto, but if you try and stick every single one of those in, even if you have a small head, like I kind of have a small head, but they won't clip in very well. And they kept sliding yesterday, and I was like, oh, come on now, I just bought them. They can't just keep on sliding out. So, so the sliding out was just my part because I didn't have enough hair for them to grip onto. And when you clip them in, and you have enough hair for them to clip onto, you can't even unclip them. Like last night, I was trying to unclip them off my head, and I was like trying to tug on them because they are so hard to unclip. Like, see, I mean, it's not dying hard, but it's a tough clip. And so this is what the clip looks like, okay? And they have like a silicone, they call it a silicone tab, but I call it plastic because it feels, I don't know, I guess it's silicone, but yeah. The clips are on the weft really good. They haven't moved or anything. Let's see. The fallout. That's a major issue. Not saying that it's a major issue that a ton of hair is falling out, but it's a major issue as in everyone talks about it. And so I really want to point out to you guys, yesterday when I got these, when I first pulled them out, I am very careful, okay, because I don't want any hairs falling out or anything. And when I got them out of the package, a couple hairs fell out. I'm not going to say a couple, but there was some fallout, but it's not like, I think everyone exaggerates, because when people say, oh, it sheds a ton, you think half the weft is falling off. And that's not true. And I mean, there was, I guess, I don't know. It wasn't a ton, especially for how thick these wefts are. Okay, a couple hairs falling out, not gonna kill it, you know. But after 30 minutes of me handling it, all the loose hairs came out, like, because these are handmade, and so everything handmade is not perfect. So you're gonna expect a couple hairs to fall out, So after 30 minutes of me handling it and stuff, pretty much all the loose hairs came out. And today, I think I had one hair fall out, and it was like it was a loose hair wanting to come out, but it never did. And I'll show you guys. But this is the biggest biggest piece of hair I've ever had fall out. Okay, so this will tell you. Okay, this is the biggest, the thickest, the most whatever hair that has ever fallen out at once. Okay, or usually it's like one little tiny little itty bitty, like one tiny hair strand that you can pull out of your head, that you can't even tell that it's falling out. So now it doesn't. I wouldn't say it sheds. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, it's like a couple weeks later and they're shedding like crazy. That I'm sure is their own like package, because mine shed for a little bit and then it's over. It's done with. And then one thing I want to point out. Everyone talks about, and they're freaking out because they say how soft the hair is. Okay, I will tell you the hair is soft, but people make it people make you think it's as soft as silk. Okay, and it's soft. Now I will tell you, when this morning when I was putting them all in, I brushed them all first, and then I put the ones I put in, and then I have the ones right here that I did not even, I just left them in the drawer that I put them in, and they are really, really soft. Now during the day, I feel my hair, and it's a little rougher. It's not like rough, like, I don't know, but it's not rough. It's still soft, okay? But it's not as soft when you wear it, because I find that it kind of knots a little easily. Not like big knots where you have to try and like carefully pick it out, but just like whenever I brush my hair, you can feel the little, where it's got a tiny, tiny knots. That's the only problem I have with it, I guess. I brush it every like 5 minutes because I just feel like I don't know, it's weird. But they're really good. They don't, not really bad, as long as you brush them before and after you use them, and then like, while you're wearing them, you brush them. I curled them yesterday, and at first I tried to do the S curls or whatever, and I don't know if it's my curl iron or what, but it did not curl at all. Like, it might have just been my curling iron because it's really, really old. But then when I used, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like this big, huge curling iron, I guess. And that's what I did, and it worked really well. So it might just be the curling iron that didn't want to do the S curls. It has to be, because they do, the Luxy sisters do tutorials about how to do really tight curls and all this stuff, and they use this curling iron, and it comes out perfectly. So, so I think it does hold a curl. The wave, it definitely holds a wave well,